You got to do that with your hand over your heart. It's much better. The Heritage Minister is preparing a cultural document that will determine the future of Canadian online content for providers like Google. Her chief of staff has been lobbied 6 times alone this year by Google, a company she was a top executive for. Now, under the Conflict of Interest Act, minister staff must abstain from participating in decisions that would place them in a conflict of interest. Mr. Speaker, the rules are clear, but the minister either ignores them or thinks they don't apply to her. Why did the minister allow Leslie Church to participate in these sensitive discussions?
The Honourable Parliament Secretary to the Minister of Canadian Heritage.
Mr. Speaker, we've said it many times before, creative industries are going through a period of disruption brought on by the digital shift. The minister has met with all major digital platforms as part of the Canadian Content in the Digital Age Review. Ms. Church's expertise and broad knowledge of the digital landscape is essential to our understanding of how to best support this sector during this transition. She has been fully transparent about her former employment, including with the Conflict of Interest and Ethics Commissioner.
The Honourable Member for Barrie-Innisfil.
But she's still in a conflict, Mr. Speaker. Husky Energy recently hired the Natural Resource Minister's former Chief of Staff, Janet Ansley, worked for the Canadian Association of Petroleum Producers just prior to taking the job with the minister, and Husky lobbied her just before the one-year cooling-off period began. In other words, up until she left the minister's office, she was directly involved in decisions that could directly impact her new employer. Mr. Speaker, again, the law is clear. We know conflicts of interest come natural to the Liberals, but will they stop using their offices as a resource to set their friends up for greener pastures?
The Honourable Parliament Secretary to the Minister of Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, as we well know, all former staff are bound by a set of rules laid out by the Conflict of Interest and Ethics Commissioner. Those rules are quite clear, Mr. Speaker, and those rules will be followed. Thank you.